just went wrong.
Hi there, RC Girl here. Today we have the T-28 Trojan 1.1 meter aircraft from Horizon Hobby. This is actually my second low-wing model ever. This is supposed to be a great low-wing trainer for intermediate to more advanced pilots. So I'm excited to progress my skills with this. Really like the paint job on this. It's super bright in the air so you can see it really well. It's a good looking bird. Also comes with AS3X stabilization and their SAFE Select, so there's 2 flight modes. This is also equipped with a Spectrum Smart ESC paired with Spectrum's G2 smart batteries. We're gonna get a lot of flight data, including battery voltage, so you're gonna have real-time information when your battery is getting low. Today we're gonna assemble this. I'm gonna set it up in my Spectrum NX6, and then we're gonna take it on its first flight. If you wanna follow along, stay tuned.
Oh yeah, she moves.
So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Here you're gonna find RC reviews, tips and tricks, run videos, flight videos, and other things related to RC. So if you guys wanna see more, make sure you like and subscribe. Also head over to my Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so make sure you don't miss it. If you saw my previous video, you saw me fly my first ever warbird and crash my first ever warbird. I consider myself a more intermediate pilot. I have pretty good flight time with Horizon's high wing models. I also practice flying models like this in the real flight simulator, so I'm feeling pretty good about flying this thing. Several characteristics about this model make it a really good option for folks looking to fly their first ever warbirds. On 3S lipos, it's gonna be a little bit slower for you. Folks with more experience, you're also gonna have a lot of fun on 4S. We're gonna do flights on both of those, so stay tuned for that. With SAFE Select, you're gonna have 2 flight modes. So with SAFE Select on, you're gonna have limited pitch and bank angles, so you're not gonna be able to roll the plane. It's also gonna level out your wings. And with AS3X, you're gonna have a lot of stabilization, so it's gonna correct for those fine movements in the air. Also has a pretty big wingspan, so that's gonna add to the stability for you. Also with a pretty distinct dihedral shape, that's gonna be nice and stabilizing as well. It also features tricycle landing gear, so it's gonna be hopefully pretty stable on the runway. Tail draggers tend to be a little bit more squirrely. This comes in both plug and play and bind and fly. I got the bind and fly version, so it comes with the receiver. All you have to do is supply your own transmitter and batteries. Plug and play, you're gonna need to get your own receiver. It's a 4-channel plane plus SAFE Select, which takes up a channel, but not in the NX6 line. SAFE doesn't take up a channel anymore. For assembly, super easy. You don't have to glue anything. It comes with everything you need except for a Phillips head screwdriver. The receiver is a Spectrum AR631 6-channel AS3X and SAFE receiver. Paired with the Spectrum transmitter, you're gonna get real-time flight data on battery voltage, temperature, motor RPM. I'm not gonna go into a ton of detail here, but I will put links in the description box below to Spectrum tutorials to get these all set up. They sent along a smart charger and a couple 2200 3S batteries. This is the Spectrum Smart S2200 G2 charger. These things are super cool. When I got back from the flying field, all I had to do was just plug in the batteries. So easy, you don't have to select anything at all. Plug it in and let it charge. Also, my first experience with Spectrum's G2 smart batteries. It also has auto discharge, so that's gonna put it into storage mode for you, protect your batteries, extend their life. They also keep track of how many cycles you've charged your batteries. Usually a healthy lipo battery can last about 60 cycles. And this fits a 1800 to 2200 milliamp lipo. They have an interesting foam compartment to be able to fit the smart batteries perfectly. To be able to fit bigger lipo packs like my 4S batteries, I had to do a little mod and cut out part of the compartment. The prop size, if you need any replacements, is a 9.5 by 7.5. They do actually come with a spare, so that's super nice. I think that is it for all the details. Trying to keep this short because I want to go fly it, so let's take it out to the field. Before we head out to the flying field, I wanted to say a huge thank you to our sponsor for this video, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN, or Virtual Private Network, allows you to virtually and easily change your device's location. Available on computers, phones, smart TVs, and more, Surfshark VPN opens up the ability to stream your favorite shows that might be restricted in your country. For example, you can unlock 15 of the largest Netflix libraries from different countries, including the US and Japan, by simply connecting to a server in the right country. Another huge benefit of Surfshark VPN is the ability to keep your online information safe. Surfshark is a VPN service that protects your information by encrypting all the data that you send through the internet, keeping anyone unwanted from seeing it. You can also use their platform to search and see whether your credit card, social security number, or email are being used maliciously and set up alerts about data leaks. They also have a private internet search function so you can search in complete privacy with no ads or trackers following your every move. Right now, Surfshark has a really great deal. By using the link in my description box below and promo code RCGirl, all one word, you're going to get 83% off. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't like the service, you can cancel it, no questions asked, get all your money back. I was actually looking to watch my favorite downhill mountain bike race the other day, but it was restricted in the United States, so I just logged into an IP address in Sweden, was able to watch the race. No problem. Super cool. Thank you so much to Surfshark VPN. Now back to tiny airplanes. All right, so here we are at the flying field. I am kind of nervous still, but kind of excited. I actually had MtnMyke take this up a couple days ago and trim it all out for me, so really grateful for that. One thing also to mention, on the first flight, the magnet came up. The canopy was flapping in the air mid-flight, so luckily I had some foam tack. We glued that back in place and we're good to go. Just something to check out for. Okay, let's put this guy on the ground. Actually, no wind today, which is insane. I've been waiting for a no wind day and it's like 75 degrees, I think today it was. So sorry for everyone that's freezing cold on the East Coast and in Texas and stuff, but we got a nice warm day. Perfect for a maiden. So I'm still kind of nervous. All right, we're gonna take off our throttle kill. And MtnMyke mentioned it might be a little bit jumpy on the runway with the wheels, kind of bouncy, but to just make sure you have some good rudder control. All right, we're gonna take it off. Oh boy. Nice. I'm doing it. Sweet. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean about needing a little bit more power. So actually Mike set the throttle curve to with a little bit of expo, so there's actually more power at about 50%. It's like basically full throttle. Okay, all right, see what I'm doing? Don't run into the moon. Power into the turns, bank and yank. All right, I think we're gonna land it this time. Ah! Ah! Why is it bouncing so much? Oh boy, well, it's down. Not my best landing, but it landed in one piece, so that is good enough for me. I think I'm gonna take a little more time with this and we're gonna perfect that landing for sure, so. Hands are sweaty. So first flight, just kind of getting used to the flight characteristics. It does glide really well. You can actually dead stick it, which is not typical for a warbird. I'm learning that you actually want to keep a lot of power. I'm noticing I do need to keep some power through the turns. Came in too high, so I had to use a little elevator to bring it down when I was landing, and that applied too much speed, and you saw the little bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So we're gonna try and get a little bit better landing this time. Just about half power from my battery pack. And I noticed that it slowly takes off. So once you're at speed, like you apply elevator and it's not just gonna pop up. I'm used to the high wings where they just like pop into the air. This one, it's like a slow takeoff. Gotta commit. There we go. Buddy.
Flight pack 11.2 volts.
Okay, I gotta bring it down so the film guy, MtnMyke, doesn't yell at me.
Flight pack 11.3 volts.
Nice. Ah. Wow. We got a little puncture there, tiny, little scratch there, and like a little debris. We're good. Flipped it over on the landing. Luckily it was just towards the end, it hit some rocks, flipped over. We're good. On this one, MtnMyke said to throttle down before I even make my final descent. So we're gonna try that out. We're gonna get it super low, and I'm gonna try and land it when it gets to here so it has a lot of room to roll. All right, here we go, folks. Nice. And I'm full throttling on takeoff, basically. When I get to the end, when it lifts off, I'm at full throttle. Feeling pretty good about this.
Flight pack 11.1 volts.
I mean, that was good. I got a lot better on that one. It survived. I didn't crash. Really fun. I like it a lot. Here we are. Take 3 or 4, I'm not sure. So the second day we tried to do 4S batteries and the camera wasn't focusing. I lost all my audio. It was kind of windy, so the footage is kind of not so great. So I got a new lens for my camera. Thank you so much to my patrons. I bought a zoom lens for my Sony a6400. Bear with me as I learn to film with zoom, but it's gonna be way better footage, hopefully. MtnMyke was taking up the plane and the motor died.
Uh-oh, something just went wrong. Motor's out.
Good thing it glides.
Oh.
Luckily, this plane is really great at gliding, so he was able to bring it in. We took a look, and it looked like the motor cable, one of the motor cables got all chewed up, or the soldering came loose or something. So went home, soldered that back together, came back out again.
This is after soldering. Oh yeah, works better with 3 wires instead of 2.
Let's take it up again. 4S. I do want to show you guys some footage though of my near perfect landing on 4S, even though the footage is a little bit out of focus and you can't hear very well because of the wind, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. And then we're going to take it up on 4S again today. Take 5. Where I go?
All right, 4S flight take 401. Because our Seagirl didn't film the last take. She lives. How's that footy for the boys?
It's good, it's better. Zoom on in. It's a good looking bird. Let's see some tricks.
That is my trick.
Those are my tricks. Inverted.
It's a high wing. Flybys, go up, rudder turret, punch it. Oh yeah, she moves. Knife edge since we're already there. Now we're flyby. Throttle. Well, let's do it. Downwind flyby. We're gonna go up, rudder turn, punch it. Oh yeah. Let's do some rolls. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And just keep doing rolls.
With butter on top?
Yeah, but I'm doing it the right way. You gotta do like Reef J's. No,
Butter on top.
I'm only doing my work.
Really good.
Yeah, roll. Wind. And up. And flip. Those are fun to display.
All right, there you have it, folks. The T-28 Trojan had some good highs with this plane, had a couple lows as well. But overall, I would definitely suggest this as someone looking to get into their first low-wing aircraft, their first warbird. Glides super well, even with a motor failure. Crazy. It survived. I also made these Got Flying stickers, so check out my Etsy if you guys want to pick one up. I made a couple of them. Huge thank you also to the patrons on my Patreon. Really appreciate the support. Thank you also to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. All right, I think that is it. Thank you also to Horizon Hobby. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you later. T-28 survived RC girl, but almost didn't survive a dog, so